What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with the Toy Room, and today's a very, very exciting day if you're an X-Men fan because there's just so much X-Men news that has come out recently. First and foremost, what was not necessarily announced today but officially revealed is the X-Men 97 cartoon or animated series. Now this is a continuation of the 90s X-Men animated series. We got our first look, our first trailer today, and it looks absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for this. My favorite part of the trailer, hands down, is going to be Gambit riding Wolverine and then using his powers to like illuminate Wolverine's claws and transfer the powers through his claws. That just reminded me of like X-Men Legends and Marvel Ultimate Alliance, where you can kind of combine people's specials together. I just thought that was really, really awesome. I really cannot wait, and I think we are about a month away. Just everything that we've seen so far from this trailer looks absolutely amazing. So we got a lot of good things coming out between that. Deadpool, obviously we saw the trailer during the Super Bowl, so just a lot of X-Men related stuff, obviously with the X-Men finally officially entering the MCU. Now it'll be interesting if the X-Men 97 cartoon kind of incorporates into the MCU like at the end when, you know, the final episode, or if it's just going to kind of do its own thing and exist in its own universe, and then the live action stuff is going to be what's officially canon to the MCU. I don't really know which route they're going to go with it, but either way, I am excited. I love the X-Men 90s animated series, and for this to be a continuation of that, I mean, what more could you ask for? And can we just get them to please do the same thing with the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s as well? That was just amazing. There were so many good animated series, Disney and not Disney, from the 90s. Obviously you have the Batman animated series, and then as we get into the 2000s with Batman Beyond, there's just a lot of great animated series that I wish would get the same treatment that X-Men 97 is getting. But with that being said, we are getting X-Men 97, I believe, next month. We're about a month away, so very, very excited for that. All the trailers just looked absolutely incredible. Now moving on to the main topic of my channel, which you guys actually know me to cover, and that is going to be Arcade1Up. So I'm a little late to the party, as I always am, because, you know, I just have a super busy life, having a newborn in my life. Man, it's crazy. She's not even really technically a newborn anymore. She's already 6 months old, halfway to 1 year old, which is mind-blowing to me. But anyways, so I'm always busy. I usually miss all the news when it initially comes out, or I just don't have time to make a video, so I'm making a video now. But you guys have all heard by now that there's a brand new leak for an X-Men Arcade1Up cabinet, and I'm not here to bring you all the details about the cabinet. You guys have seen all that already. But just a quick overview of the cabinet is an X-Men cabinet, X-Men 97 specifically branded cabinet. So this is going to be a tie-in to obviously the cartoon that Disney is launching, or Disney Marvel, same thing. It's just a reskin of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It has all the same games. It's the same exact form factor. It's just got a brand new design on it. I do like the design, and honestly, I'm kind of conflicted with this cabinet, right? Because I like the cab. I would probably consider getting the cab just for the artwork alone, because I love that 90s style. I think it's Jim Lee who did the artwork for the 90s X-Men. As you can tell, like, I have, you know, the shirt and everything, so I love that artwork, that style. But I'm not going to buy a whole nother cabinet that is exactly the same, like literally the exact same cabinet as Marvel vs. Capcom that I have behind me here, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 I should say. Exact same games and everything like that, same format, all of it. The only thing that's different is the theme of the cabinet, or the artwork that they have on it, which isn't even any sort of arcade accurate artwork. It's literally to tie in with X-Men 97. It is branded with X-Men 97, and it has all the characters on the side. Now it looks great, don't get me wrong, but I don't know who this cabinet is for, other than to maybe meet some kind of, I guess, requirement or partnership that they have with Disney and Marvel, and Disney and Marvel came to them and was like, hey, we want you guys to do a cabinet, you know, to promote X-Men 97. And that's the only, I don't want to say that's the only way I could see them doing this, because it's Arcade1Up and they're known to just re-release stuff, which we're gonna get to in a second. But I just don't know who this cabinet is for. Like, if you missed out originally on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, maybe, but even then I think you can still pick up Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I think everybody who wanted MVC 2 got it already. So I don't know who this cabinet is for. It's very strange. I don't think it's going to sell well at all. I think it's eventually going to go on clearance, and even on clearance I don't even know if people are really going to pick it up, unless you want like a variant, something with cool different artwork or whatever. But I just don't know anybody who is going to be going after the cabinet. Now if you are, you know, that's great. I applaud you, you know, I hope you enjoy it, but it doesn't make sense for anybody who owns MVC2, and I feel like everybody who wanted to own MVC2 already owns it. So I don't know, that's just me. It's a cool looking cab, I just don't understand it. I don't know. You don't even have like the original X-Men arcade game on there. You have, you know, X-Men versus Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom and everything like that. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 obviously, and all the other games, Children of the Atom and whatnot. But I don't know. Anyways, moving on, kind of leading on from that, I want to kind of talk about Arcade1Up because it's been a while since we've done that, and we haven't even really been able to talk about Arcade1Up, right? Because it's like, what is there to talk about? There's nothing going on with Arcade1Up, and it's not even that there's nothing going on. Nobody has any idea what is going on with Arcade1Up, and I don't even know if Arcade1Up necessarily knows themselves. Now, this isn't to try and like you know, diss Arcade1Up or anything like that, but it's like a genuine question. Like, nobody has any idea for the last, like, I don't even know, 4 months, 5 months, whenever it was. It's like they haven't announced anything new, but they haven't even like talked about anything new coming out. Obviously we have this X-Men 97, but again, that's not necessarily something new. It's just a reskin of something that we already had, which they're known to do with Pac-Man especially, right? They're infamous for that. But it's like last year they dropped the Casino-cade, and they dropped Fast and the Furious, and I think they were supposed to drop Time Crisis, but that never happened, or maybe it did. No, Time Crisis did. Honestly, I don't even remember. My brain is so messed up. I'm pretty sure they dropped Time Crisis though, and once they did that, they kind of went quiet. John D, you know, left the company as well, so I think that has a lot to do with the state that they're in. I just think they're trying to maybe find their identity. Maybe, I honestly don't know. But, you know, they haven't announced any new cabs for this year, which is unlike them. They skipped CES this year, which is unlike them. And then they don't engage with the community anymore. They're just very quiet. I don't know. I want to know what is going on with Arcade1Up, but more specifically, if Arcade1Up happens to be watching this video, which I don't even know, because I don't even know like who's there anymore. I don't know if DMAC, I think he's still there, but we just want to know, like, you know, stay engaged with the community. There's so much. They were never really good at that to begin with, and now they just kind of disappeared and went quiet. And it's a very weird situation. I don't know how to feel about it, but I think community engagement is so important, and I know I'm probably the last person to speak about that since I don't really, you know, keep up with the videos like I should. But, you know, I'm just one person, one man that, you know, has you know, a brand new child in his life. You guys are a company. This is literally what you do and your main job and your main focus. So community engagement, I think, is important. I think they need to just something, give us a roadmap of 2024. You know, let us know what's coming out, you know, what to look forward to. Like, there's no hype for the company. I think a lot of people are just falling out of love with the company, or maybe not as hyped for the company, and I don't know, it's just a weird, it almost feels like, I don't want to say that they're going downhill or they're going out of business, because people have been saying that for years, literally 4 or 5 plus years. People have been saying, you know, Arcade1Up is done, they're over, you know, they're gonna go out of business, this and that, because, you know, every year you have stuff that gets clearance down and whatnot. But and people look at that as like a sign of Arcade1Up like getting ready to go out of business by them clearancing everything out to try and, you know, move units and whatnot. But it feels very weird. I feel like they're in a very weird space. I don't want to say that they're going out of business, because I don't think that's what it is. But I also think that they don't have an identity right now. I think they don't necessarily know what they're... I don't want to say they don't know what they're doing, because that sounds wrong. But it's just weird, right? Like, not communicating with the community. Like, that's such a big thing that they were not good at, and they started to kind of do it with the Arcade1 update shows and live streams that they were doing to try and engage the community, as well as launching their app, which has to be the biggest flop ever. Like, I think all of us collectively downloaded that app, you know, the first day, and, like, you know, put our library in there, added all our friends, did all the friend requests, and I don't think anybody has used that app ever since, because there's not any incentive or any reason to want to use that app. It doesn't serve really any purpose, although there's a cool section where you can look up like the user manual and tips and tricks of the original arcade game and cheat codes and stuff like that. But that's just general information you can find online. But that is one cool feature about the app. But other than that, there's literally like nothing you can do. I mean, people can message each other on there, sure, but but I don't know. The app is just pointless. The live streams have all stopped. It's just a very, very weird situation. I don't really know what to think about it. I just wanted to kind of make this message and put a message out to Arcade1Up, which I'm sure many people have done already. Obviously, we want new titles, that's great, but we just want something. We just want you guys to say something instead of trying to push the Casino-cade 1,000 times, because every time I get on social media, it seems like that's all they're promoting is the Casino-cade. Just give us a roadmap of 2024. Let us know stuff that's coming out, I guess, that you're allowed to talk about, whatever. Give us a... Man, I don't even know. It's like, just announce something, even if it's not new. Even obviously we got the X-Men 97 cab, but there's got to be more than that coming out for 2024. It's just not been a good start for them. And, you know, everybody in the community, I feel like, is just starting to just fall out of love with the brand and is just kind of moving on to different things. Even the YouTubers, we're all starting to make like different videos. Not necessarily myself, because I'm not like a dedicated arcade channel, but all of the, you know, the arcade channels and the Arcade1Up YouTubers that are out there that have grown to be bigger than I have, you know, they're all making videos on other stuff, because it's like there's just nothing to talk about. There's literally nothing happening with Arcade1Up, and it's just silent. And my camera just died, so I'm filming the ending of this video on my phone. But I mean, you guys got the gist of it, right? Like, it's just like we want Arcade1Up to say something. But anyways, let me know how you guys are feeling about that X97, the X-Men 97 cabinet. Are you guys excited for it? Are you going to pick it up? Do you think it makes any sense for them to drop it? Let me know if you guys are hyped about the X-Men 97 animated series or cartoon, whatever you want to call it. I am super hyped for that, and I cannot wait. Like I said, I think we're about a month away, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on TikTok. That's my new social media that I am trying to grow and expand, so follow me on TikTok. Link is in the description down below, and I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.